Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Let's start our Bhagavatam class with prayers and then we will continue wherever we have stopped from. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Romapada Swamin Iti Namine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yeah. We have covered 12 chapters, Mataji, till now. With my memory, whatever I can, laptop means ko join in children, Mataji. With whatever my memory, I can just give you a recap of chapters, what we have done, so that you get rebrushed. Like Canto 1, the name itself is called Creation. The first chapter what we dealt was questions by the sages. First we did introduction of Srimad Bhagavatam and then questions by sages, then divinity and divine service, and then Krishna is the source of all incarnation, then appearance of Narada Muni, and then Narada Muni instructing Vyasadeva, then conversation between Narada Muni and Vyasadeva, then Ashwatthama, son of Drona, being punished, and after that we did Kunti Maharani prayers and Parikshit getting saved, then passing away of Bhishma Dev in the presence of Lord Krishna. Then Lord Krishna departs to Dwaraka. At that time Uttara comes for protection, continued by birth of Parikshit Maharaj. So now we have to do the chapter 13, which is Dhritarashtra quits home. You can note it down in your notes so that we have a reminder. Dhritarashtra quits home. This Dhritarashtra is a very, very peculiar character in Mahabharata, Mataji. He is really, really a different kind of personality than all remaining characters in Mahabharata. He wanted to be a king, but he didn't have the kingly qualifications in any way. There was a lot of politics and games played by Shakuni for Pandu not to becoming king, and then Dhritarashtra becomes king. Dhritarashtra was not only just blind physically, but by his mind also he was blind. His character, if we take Bhagavad Gita, he was the one who starts the whole conversation about his sons and others going and fighting, what is happening, and Sanjaya explains him everything. So in our Srimad Bhagavatam, let's see his position after the war. Srimad Bhagavatam is basically everything after the war. So any story or any characterization of the Mahabharata people, whatever we discuss here in Srimad Bhagavatam, is after the war. So here we are today discussing about Dhritarashtra, who was a king of Hastinapur. So Sita Goswami starts saying to the Shaunakadi rishis, Vidura, another good devotee whom we can talk about in Mahabharata is Vidura. Vidura, when was traveling on the pilgrimage, received the knowledge of where the self or the soul will go back to from Maitreya Muni. He is a great sage, Maitreya sage, and then he came back to Hastinapur. Most of the conversations you see in Srimad Bhagavatam are between Vidura and Maitreya, and then Maitreya explaining what is happening. It's like a stage by stage it comes. So now Vidura, after his pilgrimage, traveling, he returns back. By that time, Yudhishthira Maharaj is king and everything is happening. So he became very, very well versed in the subject matters of self-realization. He was a devotee, always he was a devotee, but after hearing from the great sage Maitreya Muni, he got more self-realized. After asking various different kinds of questions and becoming established in the service to Lord Krishna, Vidura retired from putting questions to Maitreya Muni. Okay, it's not like he is fully satiated, but at the same time he has some responsibilities and he has to be placed in a right place where he can give this buddhi or jnana to Dhritarashtra. So he gives a halt or the retirement to his questions towards Maitreya Muni. When they saw Vidura return to the palace, all the inhabitants of Hastinapur, Maharaj Yudhishthir, his younger brothers, Dhritarashtra, Satyaki, Sanjaya, Kripacharya, Kunti, Gandhari, Draupadi, Subhadra, Uttara, Kripacharya's wife Kripi, many other wives of Kauravas and other ladies with lot of children, all came in great delight. These are all the people who are left after the war. If you see, all the male personalities whom we talked about are the people who are left after the Mahabharata war. They all came with great delight. It felt like Vidura is coming back, means there is some life coming back to Hastinapur. Pandavas especially are very, very happy because they wanted to hear from Vidura about Krishna.
Sorry, Mataji, your video is
I'm trying, so maybe this one is better. Okay. We didn't have this. Okay, good. Okay, thank you, Mataji. Thank you. So with the great delight, they all came to welcome Vidura. It's not only just welcoming, but Pandavas did not hear about Krishna anything or his further dealings. So when Vidura comes, Vidura can tell them what is happening. So they were in the separation mode. Due to all the kinds of anxieties and long separation, they all cried out with great affection. King Yudhishthira arranged a good seat and proper way of reception or the receiving for Vidura. After Vidura took some rest and comfortably seated, then Yudhishthira Maharaj started to speak to him. Generally we try to do that with our guests. Whenever somebody comes, we'll make sure that they are comfortable, they can walk inside, we'll give them some water, we'll ask them if you want to use the restroom, or we'll show them the house so that they feel comfortable in the house, and we'll make them seated, and then whatever the purpose they came for, that will be presented. In that way Vidura was nicely seated, and after taking some rest, then King Yudhishthira, because he is the king, he has to start addressing. He started to speak, and everybody who was around Yudhishthira Maharaj, elder to Yudhishthira Maharaj, younger to Yudhishthira Maharaj, everybody as the subjects stand on the back of Yudhishthira Maharaj and was listening. Yudhishthira Maharaj says, my uncle, because Dhritarashtra is uncle, Dhritarashtra's brother is also uncle. So Maharaj Yudhishthira said, my uncle, do you remember how you always protected us along with our mother? This is a very, very good quality of anybody, to always think about the good things, what their journey included. First we have to glorify the other person. We have to glorify the good qualities of the other person in our day-to-day life, along with, may it be with the family members, may it be with the neighbors, may it be with the devotees, friends, anybody. When there is little bit also some conflict, you should not first think about the conflict. You should first think about the journey which you had with them, and in that journey, what are the sweet things you can remember about? What are the good things you can remember about? So first thing Yudhishthira Maharaj started glorifying Vidura, saying that, you remember, uncle, you have protected us, 5 Pandavas, and our mother from big calamities. Yes, Vidura warned them about the Lakshagriha. Vidura warned them about many wrong things which Kauravas tried to do with them. Your nice analogy is given by Yudhishthira Maharaj. Yudhishthira Maharaj says that your partiality, like the wings of a bird, saved us from poisoning and arson. Many times, how the wings of a bird protects its bird's body. So like that you have protected us. He was saying you were not cruel. You were always like on our side. You always were a very good well-wisher for us. While traveling on the surface of the earth, how did you maintain your livelihood? This is the first question a king should ask about to his subjects. Because all his subjects, may it be elders, may it be younger, may it be old, may it be sages, may it be rishis, anybody, it's the responsibility of the king to take care of them. Maintenance, sustenance, poshana we call. Subject matters, what we have learned, 10 subject matters before we started. Sthanam poshanam utayah, atra sarga visargascha sthanam poshanam utaya. That poshanam word means maintenance. That whole responsibility of all the citizens in the country or in the kingdom is taken care by the king. So he was asking, like, you have been traveling so much. Everywhere you have traveled. How did you maintain your livelihood? You went to different pilgrimage places, holy places. How did you render your service over there? Did somebody help you? What was happening? He addresses Vidura as my lord. Generally we call my lord in the courtroom, my lord. My lord means like great position, higher position, upper position. Being the king, he should be called as my lord, but the king himself is calling Vidura as my lord. And he says, my lord, devotees like you are verily holy and holy places personification. It is said that wherever these holy people go, automatically that place becomes holy land. We need not go for Vrindavan for holy land. We need not go for Mayapur for holy land, Srirangam for holy land, Tirupati for holy land. Wherever the great personalities, holy personalities are there, that place automatically becomes holy. Sadhu nam kurvanti sadhu. There is a saying, there is a quote. Because you carry the personality of the Godhead within your heart. How nicely Yudhishthira Maharaj put these words. He simply did not say, oh, you are the best devotee of the Lord. That would have been done. But he is glorifying such nicely. He said that because you are carrying the supreme personality of the Godhead within your heart, you turn all the places into the place of pilgrimage. If we think logically, in everybody's heart there is supreme personality of the Godhead as Paramatma. But we all don't become sadhu purusha, we all don't become holy people. But who really acknowledge and reciprocate with that supreme personality inside our heart. How many of us, first of all, know we have Lord in our heart? And how many of us who knows that the Lord is in our heart as Paramatma can relate to that Lord? It's not possible for everybody. Only a pure devotee can understand. And that's what Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying, that you are carrying the personality of the Supreme Godhead in your heart. You went to all the places. You went to all the pilgrimage places. That's how you become holy. Then he starts his inquiry is coming now. His anxiety is coming now. So my dear uncle, you must have definitely visited Dwarka in your pilgrimage. As soon as he came, he did not say that, oh Vidura, I am the king, now you tell me what is happening with Krishna in Dwarka. These all glorifications happened. And then he started very humbly, you must have definitely visited Dwarka in your pilgrimage yatra. In that holy place are our friends and well-wishers, the descendants of Yadu, who are always wrapped in their services to Lord Krishna, are they all doing good? First about all the citizens, all the people, all the friends, all the well-wishers. And in Dwaraka, there is nobody who will not serve Krishna, who are engaged in the rapt service of Supreme Personality of the Godhead. Are all they doing good? You might have seen them or heard about them. Are they living happily in their abodes? Because Dwaraka was not the kingdom under the rule of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Dwaraka was separately made by Krishna under the sea. So that's a different place. So the Vidura could not stand to see anymore all the Pandavas who were distressed. This much distress he have never seen the Pandavas, Vidura. Why? The point is coming. Therefore, he did not disclose the unpalatable and unbearable incident because of calamities coming of their own accord. So he did not immediately say that, oh, there is nothing left in Dwaraka, oh, Krishna left his body, everybody become abandoned. No, he did not say that like that in that tone as soon as they asked. Then Mahatma Vidura is called Mahatmas. Out of the Mahajans, Vidura is one. Mahatma means great personality. Just he was standing there trying to understand the mental condition and situation of these Pandavas. As long as Vidura played the part of Shudra, being cursed by Manduka Muni, there is a story wherein Manduka Muni curses Vidura. He did some activities which were looking externally that he is a sinful person, but he was never a sinful person. All these people, Dronacharya, was he sinful? No. Bhishmacharya, was he sinful? No. It's just to keep up the word of the king, request of the king. It's not very easy to take whole life Vidura as an outcast person, being servant maid's son. He did not have any royal background. The maid was sent inside because the queens didn't want to go, and Vyasadeva looked at the maid, and then she got pregnant and Vidura came out. So that's not easy for whole time. He starts saying, insurmountable eternal time overcomes those who are too much attached to the family affairs. I wanted to leave the place and I went out of the place. Vidura knew all this. Therefore, he was addressing Dhritarashtra, saying, my dear king, please get out of here immediately. He was addressing to Dhritarashtra, my dear king, please get out of here immediately. He was his brother. He could have said that I got a lot of knowledge, let's go. He did not say like that. He said that now enough. And all the Pandavas, Krishna, all the Pandavas are looking at him. Oh. What is he saying? They did not expect this. Vidura left his wife, left his house, left his palace, and went on pilgrimage. Now he is asking Yudhishthira Maharaj, do not delay. Just look at your face. You lost your 100 sons. You were taken over by this fear. This frightful situation cannot be remedied by any person in this material world. You may think, Kunti Maharani is my daughter-in-law, she forgived me. Pandavas are my brother's sons, they forgived me. They look at me like God, they look at me like Godfather. No, you are not. It is the Supreme Personality of the Godhead as eternal time, Kala, that has approached all of us. Our time is going fast. Whoever is under the influence of Kala or the eternal time must surrender the most his own dear life, and what to speak about the other things such as wealth, honor, children, land, home, wife, etc. We have to give our life, Mataji. When the time comes, what do we call about the attachments of this body towards the things? But we have to leave the soul has to leave the body. The soul has the maximum, the soul doesn't have any attachment, but body is the carrier of that soul for all these years. So it will be a pain that is experienced whenever a soul leaves the body, like some 60,000 scorpions biting at the same time. How painful we feel like that when the soul is leaving the body, because we have attachment towards this body. He starts speaking. Your father, brother, well-wisher and sons are all dead and passed away. Like brother is Pandu, father is Yudhishthira's father, Dhritarashtra's father is Shantanu. Everybody left their body. All are dead and they are passed away. You are yourself have expended the major portion of your life. Your body is now overtaken by invalidity, and you are living in the home of another. This is not your home. You are like a dog. You are like a nothing, a servant, not even a servant. Nothing belongs here for you. It's their goodness that they are looking at you as a fatherly person, but you are not. You have been blind from your very birth, and recently you have become hard for hearing. Your memory is shortened. Your intelligence is disturbed. Your teeth became loose. Your liver became defective. In Srimad Bhagavatam, this word to word is there. Your liver became defective. And you are coughing the mucus. What do you think? How many more days or months or years you are going to live in this Hastinapur? How powerful are the hopes of living being to continue in this life with this bodily condition? Verily you are living just like a household dog and are eating the remnants of food given by Bhima. We are especially saying Bhima here, Vidura, because Bhima was the person who killed Dhritarashtra, and Dhritarashtra was the very, very, very dearmost son for Duryodhana. Bhima was the one who killed Duryodhana, and Dhritarashtra's favorite son was Duryodhana. And so he is reminding, you are living at a place where your son is killed by someone and he is throwing biscuits to you and you are taking that biscuits. You are a dog. There is no need to live in a degraded life and subsist on the charity. Danam, Niku Tiga itla kukka kesnatto lebate Danam is like subsist on the charity of those whom you tried to kill by arson and poisoning. Lakshagriha, food poisoning. You also insulted their married wife. Didn't you do that? What did you do with first Kunti Devi, then Draupadi Devi? What did you do? And then you did not stop there. You usurped their kingdom and wealth by cheating means. There was nothing which is called dharmic in your whole existence. From the day when you were always on the adharma side. Despite your unwillingness to die, you will die. You don't want to die, but you will die. And your desire to live even at the cost of honor and prestige, your miserly body will certainly dwindle. How does it dwindle? Like an old garment. We are doing the soul concept in our Bhagavad Gita Bhakti Shastri, right? There the verse comes, Vasamsi Jirnani Yatha Vihaya. In that verse it is clearly explained with an analogy of how we don't keep the clothes which are worn out and tight for us. We throw them off and take the new clothes In that way, now you are worn out, you are old, your body has gone like anything, so you will have to take up a new body. A person who is called undisturbed is the one who goes to the remote places. That's what Prahlad Maharaj told to Hiranyakashipu before even Narsinga Leela happened. Daddy, please stop this. It's your time to go to forest and meditate on the Supreme Lord Vishnu. This is not the time to fight for more and more wealth and power and everything. That's what Prahlad Maharaj told to Hiranyakashipu. We have to go to a remote place. We have to be freed from all kinds of obligations. We have to quit this material body when it becomes useless. This whole topic of Dhritarashtra quitting the home and Vidura giving him instructions is the instruction given in whole Bhagavatam, how we have to be detached from the body. Our attachment to the body is so strong that when the time comes when we know that we are leaving the body, we cannot put our attention on anything else other than the body. So the life is in preparation for the examination of the death. We have to be prepared because it can come like anytime. Parikshit Maharaj has 7 days and 7 nights. We don't know how much time we have. Maybe it is more than 7 days, more than 7 life, more than 70 years, more than, we don't know, but anytime it can come. One who is called a first-class personality is one who awakens, understands, either by himself or by hearing from others, the falsity and the misery of this material world. And then he should leave the home. He's not asking only Dhritarashtra to come out. If you want, you can get your wife Gandhari also with you. This is something towards Vanaprastha. Don't be again and again and again entangled in this. What do you have here? You are living on the charity. You are living on the bhiksha of these Pandavas. So therefore, please leave the north immediately. North means from wherever the place you are living. Turpu, Tirigi, Dannambettu, like that we say, right? A place where you can go like Haridwar, a place where you can go towards the hilly mountainy areas and take the shelter of loneliness and meditate. Without letting your relatives know. You need not make a big dandora that I'm going, get all the attraction from everybody. No. For soon the time will approach which will diminish all the good qualities of men. You are thinking these are good people, these are bad people, these things, but like going further, Dwapar Yuga, this all happened, and then Kali Yuga is going to come. It's going to get more and more deteriorated. Now Dhritarashtra is convinced. Or else he was like, okay, I'm old and they will take care of me. I'm old, the servants are there. I'm old, I'll be fed till I die. But where is the self-realization process? He was given the chance to even once see Lord Krishna with his blind eyes but he could not get anything out of it. All the karma has to fructify. All the karma has to get cleared. Yesterday somebody was saying, Mataji, Krishna is very merciful on you. They just came to see me, my leg and everything, and my condition was so horrible. I can't sit for more than 10 minutes, 15 minutes at a place, or I can't stand for 10, 15 minutes. And they came and said, Mataji, Krishna is very merciful unto you. And then they added that we all have number of lifetimes to get our karma cleared, but Krishna is doing a quick, what is that called? They said that Amtrak process for you, fast track process for you. So he doesn't want you to be with anything good or bad, with so-called pious activities or the wrong activities, reactions you have. Everything is getting cleared. So like that, with this great knowledge of self, given by Vidura about the impermanent existence of this body and about the importance of taking the shelter of Supreme Personality of the Godhead, our Dhritarashtra got some Divya Gyan. Thus he immediately left the home to set out towards the path of liberation as directed by his younger brother Vidura. Then how about the family? The gentle and the chaste Gandhari, another important personality. Gandhari, very, very good lady. She was like Mandodari for Ravanasura. Mandodari is considered as one of the chaste wives. Tara, Mandodari, Sita, Draupadi, these all people come under chaste wives, 5 satis. But what to do? They are in the shelter of their husband, they have some attachments. She was very gentle and she was very chaste. Her chastity was not even pushed on her by anyone. Her chastity she accepted immediately after the marriage. She said that the one who is getting married to me is blind and he cannot see any other woman in his life. So why I have to see another man in my life? So I want to get blindfolded. She got married to Dhritarashtra blindfolded. Chastity is amazing. And with that chastity, she has collected so much of immense power. So much of immense power for kind of 25 years or something like that. And then when the war was just to begin, she knows her sons are adharmic. Her sons are not good. So she decided, she knew, as long as Krishna is there, as long as we say, right, wherever there is yatra partho dhanurdhara yatra Krishna, so that verse in Bhagavad Gita, wherever these two personalities are there, Lakshmi Devi herself is there, and then Vijayam, or the victory is guaranteed. So she knew Krishna is there on the dharma side, and definitely Krishna would just hold on 1 second. Just hold on. There is some message. Okay. So wherever, so she knew that there is no chance with their limited power and adharmic nature which Duryodhana can win over the kingdom. She knew. So what did she do? She said to her son nicely that please undress yourself completely and come to my place, come to my room. And Duryodhana also agreed. He became completely naked and he was going to the chamber of Gandhari. And Gandhari by then, with her power of chastity, she meditated on Lord Vishnu again, and then she got her all chastity into a molten gold paste. And then immediately she tied herself eyes again, and she was ready with this bowl of molten gold, semi-liquid, semi-solid kind of thing. And she asked Duryodhana to come. And Duryodhana, shameless, he did not even ask a single question, and he came without any clothes. He knew that his mom was very attached to him and she would do something best for him. And he was coming to the chamber of Gandhari. And then obviously our dear Krishna came in between, cousins, so they can play, they can talk mischievously to each other. And then Krishna started saying like, oh, the would-be king of Hastinapur at this midnight time, naked in the palace, moving around. Is this to acquire some mystical potency, mystical power? Are you into that? And then Duryodhana hides his private parts and he says that, no, this is the order of my mother. Oh, alas, this is more shameful. I thought you were just going where people don't see you and attract something from nature. You want to go to your mother like this? Who intelligent person would go naked before her mother after a certain age? And then he started thinking once. Krishna's words are so attractive, so the mind gets easily attracted, and he says that, oh yeah, you are right, sometimes you are right. That's what he says. And then Krishna gives his uttariya to cover his private parts. And then he takes, if you want, I generally don't give my uttariya to anybody, but if you want, I will give you my uttariya, you can take. And he covers his private parts with the uttariya, because the time Gandhari also told him about the time, that this is some auspicious time or something. So he tied that uttariya and went. And then Gandhari nicely wanted to apply that molten golden paste so that her son's body becomes like stone, like metal. He will not feel pain for anything. So she started applying. From the neck, she was slowly applying, and coming, and after the abdominal part, she finds a clot. And she says that you did a wrong thing. I asked you to come naked. Some sources say that she opens her eyes and sees him from top to bottom and she finds the cloth. Some sources say that she applies this paste. But either way, that particular part of Dhritarashtra was covered, so he did not get any protection. So what we want to discuss here is Gandhari was a good lady. Gandhari knew that her sons were adharmic people. Gandhari knew that Krishna is on the side of dharma, but still she has the attachment. Lot of attachment. 100 sons, 1 daughter, Dushchala. So these all 100 sons, out of them Duryodhana, she had a lot of attachment. She thought, maybe all others leave also, at least one of my son will be there with me. So that Gandhari, who was the daughter of the king Kandahar, from Subala from Kandahar, King Subala, and he was from Kandahar. That's how Gandhari gets her name, Gandhari. Kandahar is also known as Gandhara Desha. So Shakuni, Gandhari, these all belong to Gandhara Desha. She also, being a good wife, chaste wife, she followed her husband, seeing that he was going to the Himalaya mountains, which are delight of those who have accepted the staff of the renounced order, like the fighters who have accepted the good lashing from the enemy, like, okay, we are done now, no other thing to be achieved in our life, now we are going to become self-realized, or with self-realization we want to meditate on the ultimate truth. Now Maharaj Yudhishthira, who is known as no enemies, right? No enemies. He never had any enemies. A person with no enemies.
Ajatashatru.
Ajatashatru. He didn't have any Shatru, Ajatashatru. He was there performing his main morning duties by prayers, offering the sacrifice to the sun god, and then offering the obeisances, grains, cows, land and gold to brahmanas. Everyday process. This is for the king. Every day he used to do that. Yeah, every day. Were there that many brahmanas to receive? Whoever was there, maybe in batches they used to come, but that was the everyday morning procedure. Like everyday morning we get and brush our teeth like that. So it was like a everyday morning, performing the yajnas, performing the worship to the sun god, performing the austerities like giving in charity, these things. He then enters into the palace. He pays his respects to all the elderly people. However, he couldn't find his uncle and aunt. There was no Gandhari, there was no Yudhishthir, the daughter of King Subala, that is the Gandhari. Maharaj Yudhishthir was fully in anxiety, turned to Sanjaya. Yudhishthir turned to Sanjaya, the Sanjaya same who has delivered the Bhagavad Gita message to our Dhritarashtra, who was sitting there and said, "Oh Sanjaya, where is our uncle who is old and blind?" I mean, his concern was, is he all right? Is he all right? Where is my well-wisher uncle Vidura, who just came from pilgrimage? And where is my mother Gandhari, who is affected so much because of her 100 sons' demise? My uncle Dhritarashtra was very mortified due to the death of all of his sons and grandsons. Undoubtedly, I am a very ungrateful person. Did he therefore take my offense very seriously? And did he drown in the Ganges? Did he commit suicide? When my father fell down, Pandu fell down, and we were all small children, these two uncles gave us the protection from all kinds of calamities. He was including Dhritarashtra. If you remember the thing, like Dhritarashtra's name was also mentioned in the people who were devastated when Krishna was leaving Hastinapur. There were many people standing, and Dhritarashtra was also in pain when Lord Krishna was leaving Hastinapur. So, and Yudhishthira is now saying, they were all my well-wishers. They were all my good well-wishers. Alas, where have they gone from here? So kind-hearted person, so much respect and love. This comes from accepting everything as the Supreme Personality of the Godhead's desire. What these all people think is, without the sanction of the Supreme's will, how can these all people do right or wrong on us? Understand? If some calamity comes, if Krishna doesn't want calamity to come on us, can any calamity come? No. Rakhe Krishna mare Krishna rakhe khe. Means if Krishna wants to protect somebody, who can kill them? And if Krishna wants that person to leave the body or get out of that bodily thing, who can protect him? It's like that. So they are taking everything as an arrangement, the whole Mahabharat war, the whole massacre, so many people getting killed and everything. They are never blaming Dhritarashtra for that, especially Yudhishthira Maharaj. Of course, you go to other Pandavas, one or two, they might say that it's all because of Dhritarashtra, this blind person did everything like that. But Maharaj Yudhishthira was not like that. First, he slowly pacified his mind, he pacified his intelligence, wiping away his tears, thinking about the feet of his master, Dhritarashtra, because Dhritarashtra was the king before Yudhishthira Maharaj became the king. He was taking care of everybody. There was not even a single doubt that he was not taking care of any of the citizens. He did his things, everything nicely, but the attachment towards his sons and his sons becoming the king, the royal kingdom, royal throne, royal crown, these all things made him blind. Sanjaya starts speaking. Sanjaya was also very grateful to Dhritarashtra, very, very grateful to Dhritarashtra. Else why Sanjaya would correct or try to tell to Dhritarashtra during his commentary of what is happening in Bhagavad Gita, that you have to change. It's all because of you. Try to understand. In between, wherever there was small hope, Sanjaya would say, don't hope. Don't hope anything. Your sons are going to get defeated, they're going to get killed, so don't have hope like that. Sanjaya started addressing Yudhishthir Maharaj, my dear descendant of Kuru dynasty. I have no information of the determination of your two uncles and Gandhari. O king, because Yudhishthir Maharaj is the king now, I have been cheated by those great souls. Why is Sanjaya saying he has been cheated? Sanjaya expected Dhritarashtra to take Sanjaya with him. Why am I left here without my master? Definitely he might have gone for a good cause, because who took him is none other than Vidura, who is a self-realized soul. While Sanjaya was speaking like that, Sri Narada, the powerful devotee of Lord Sri Krishna, appeared the scene carrying his veena. Narayana, Narayana. Maharaj Yudhishthira and all the brothers received Narad Muni very, very nicely. They arranged the seat for him. They offered all their obeisances to him. They gave him the panya, water and everything. Maharaj Yudhishthira said, "Oh, great personality, I do not know where my two uncles have gone, nor I can find my ascetic aunt, who is grief-stricken by the loss of all her sons." I mean, already these Pandavas were on their head too much burden of having this all war, killing all these people. They were feeling, especially Yudhishthira Maharaj, was without the instructions of Bhishma Dev, Yudhishthira Maharaj would have been very inefficient to sit on the throne and rule the kingdom. So he was very much worried. How can they just leave? They need support. They need backing. They need, at this moment, strong emotional support. Then he says to Narad Muni, "You are like a captain of the ship in a great ocean, and you can direct us to our destination." He's saying that, please tell me, where did they go? Are they safe? Hearing this, Narad Muni, who is the best devotee of the Lord, Narad Muni's incarnation is there as Srivas Thakur in our Panchatattva mantra, Mataji. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasa Adi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Adi Gaura Bhaktavrinda means etc. all the devotees, but Shri Vasa means he is the incarnation of Narad Muni. Wherever Krishna is there, obviously his pure devotee will be there. He is the only Jiva Tattva in the Panchatattva. Three are Vishnu Tattva, who? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than Krishna, Nityananda Prabhu, who is none other than Balaram, and Advaita Charya, who is none other than Lord Vishnu. These three are Vishnu Tattva. Gadadhar Pandit, who is none other than Radharani, is the Shakti Tattva. And the last one, Srivas Thakur, is Jiva Tattva. Jiva Tattva means like us. He is a Jiva, but the best devotee of the Lord. So that Narada Muni starts speaking. He starts speaking. Narada says, "O pious of the kings," Yudhishthira Maharaj, high position, "do not lament for anybody, for everyone is under the control of the Supreme Lord. Don't worry. Therefore, all the living beings and their leaders carry on worship to be well protected. It is He only who brings them together and disperses them." He only means with the H caps, that means Supreme Lord. One time we were talking to our Guru Maharaj, and one of our God sister asked Guru Maharaj, like, how frequently are you in touch with your biological family? And then Guru Maharaj says, "Yeah, I'm in touch, but not as much as I am in touch with you." How frequently you write letters? "Yeah, sometimes, but not as frequently as I reply to your emails." How frequently you meet them? "Yeah, I meet them, but not how frequently I see you." Like that. And then Maharaj started to expand on this topic and said that all these relationships in our lives, they are like dry twigs flowing in a stream of water. There are a lot of dry twigs, endu gaddi laga, chinna, they all come together. during the stream of water, and they feel that they are all connected, and they form bonding between them. And when we see from outside, it feels like a bunch of dry twigs going together. But with the stream of the water, high stream of the water, these all dry twigs separate again. They are not tied up, they are just going close together, but when the time comes, they all separate here and there. So all the relationships, all the attachments which are through this I and mind body are meant to be separated. As a player sets up and disperses his playthings according to his own sweet will, like you are acting in a drama, you go to the drama, you set up yourself with nicely like a demon or a demigod or a Rama or a Krishna, you set up everything, and after the drama finishes, you put all those things and then you go back. So all these relationships are like that. So the supreme will of the Lord brings these men all together and then separates them. Then Narad Muni says, because he is feeling separation from his uncle Yudhishthira Maharaj, aunt, everybody. So he says, O king, in all circumstances, whether you consider the soul to be eternal principle, or the material body to be perishable, or everything that exists in this imperishable absolute truth, that's not permanent. That's not eternal. There are two things, matter and spirit. The same Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Spirit cannot be killed and matter cannot live forever. Matter has to go. These all feelings of separation are due to only illusory affection, but nothing else. You have an affection, but that's not the real affection. You're thinking you are having affection because the affection is only as a soul you have towards the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. So what you are feeling is the illusory affection. Therefore, give up this anxiety, give up this feeling of separation. This is coming due to the ignorance of the self. I always say to my kids in the Bhagavad Gita classes, ignorant is not a curse word. Ignorance is a word which realizes that you don't know something and you have to know about it. Being ignorant voluntarily, that's a sin. Like, okay, I'm ignorant, but I'm fine. I don't want to get the knowledge. Oh, you call me ignorant? Okay, I don't know, but I don't want to know about it. Some people are there like that. You say that there is God, but I don't believe in God, so I'm okay without knowing the God. That's the problem. You are thinking now, he says to Yudhishthira Maharaj, you are now thinking how they, who are very helpless, poor creatures, will exist without me. Don't take this doership mentality. You are not the ultimate protector. You are not the ultimate maintainer. The gross material body made up of 5 elements is already under the control of eternal nature, Kala, action, karma, and the modes of the material nature, guna. How can then it, being already in the jaws of the serpent, protect others? You yourself are bound to leave this body. Narad Muni is not just saying that, oh, okay, they are safe, they went to Himalayas, they are meditating. He is giving the knowledge to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Vidura did not just pull the hand of Dhritarashtra and take him. He gave him the divine knowledge, Divya Gyan. Sanjay understood this very well. That's why he was saying that they cheated. These great souls cheated me and they did not take me. He did not say that, oh, okay, this blind man, I got relief from this blind man. All these years I was with him and now he is gone. Now I am free. No, he did not say like that. Those who have no hands are prey for those who have the hands. Those who don't have legs are the prey for 4-legged. The weak and are the substance for the strong. And the general rule holds that one living being is the food for the another living being. This is the nature of law. Therefore, O king, you should look to the Supreme Lord only, who is without the second. He is the only one. He is not 2, he is not 3, he is not 4, he is the only one, without second. and who manifests himself as different energies both within and without. Ito narasimha parato narasimha yato yato yami tato narasimha. You are inside, you are outside, you are everywhere. That Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, in the disguise of time or Kala, has now descended on this earth to eliminate the envious people from this world. The Lord has already performed his duties to help the demigods, and he is waiting to rest. Your Pandavas may wait as long as Lord is here on this earth. O king, your uncle Dhritarashtra, his brother Vidura and his wife Gandhari have gone to the southern side of the Himalayan mountains, where they are taking the shelter of the great sages who are eternally the servants of the Supreme Lord. He then gives the information. Before he gave the information to get him out of the anxiety, he could have told, okay, they went there again. Yudhishthira Maharaj would have grieved, took a lot of people and went as if he is the protector. Leave this doership, leave this protectorship mentality. The place they have gone is called Saptashrota. Saptashrota. That means divided by 7. Because there are waters of the sacred Ganges divided into 7 branches, this was done for the satisfaction of the 7 great rishis, Saptarshis. Saptarshis are there. The Ganges is split into 7 parts, and then every sage was praying on the banks of each of the passage of Ganga. So it's called Saptashrota, divided by 7. Saptashrota. On the banks of Saptashrota, Dhritarashtra is now engaged in beginning Ashtanga Yoga by bathing 3 times a day, in the morning, noon and the evening, by performing the Agnihotra, sacrifice of fire, and he has given up eating. He will drink only water. This helps one to control the mind and senses, which frees us completely from the thoughts of familial affection. Family, familial, familiarity, familial, all the familial affections will be gone from his heart and mind. Bhagavad Gita chapter comes of Dhyana Yoga, one who has controlled the sitting posture, the yogic asanas, the breathing process, can turn the senses towards the absolute personality of the Godhead. I cannot sit properly. Even I am good. Now I am not well. That's it. Even when I am good, I cannot sit in a straight posture. Many people said that it's a bodily issue, but no, it's the issue of the discipline. It's the issue of the focus. It's the issue of senses having been controlled. My husband is like 9 years older than me. I'm 70 born. He's 70 born and I'm 79 born on the same month in the same week. But he sits like straight for 8 hours, 9 hours without moving. Control of the senses. That gives the immunity from the contamination of the modes of material nature. Goodness, passion, ignorance, we become detached to those modes. Narad Muni says, Dhritarashtra have to amalgamate his pure identity with the intelligence and then merge into the Supreme Being with the knowledge of qualitative oneness, the living entity with the Supreme Brahman. Narad Muni is not saying that he would go to Goloka to serve Krishna. Narad Muni is saying that he has to meditate now so that he knows his eternal identity, that which merges into the Supreme, and then Brahmaloka. How can he go to Goloka? He doesn't aspire for Goloka. He doesn't even know what would be the relationship of Goloka Vasis with Krishna. Being cleared, everything freed from the blocked sky, he will have to raise up to the spiritual sky. Though his sons are gone, though he is in a very helpless position, he still has attachments. He will have to suspend all the actions of the senses. Even from outside, he will have to be no interactions with the senses. These senses are influenced by the 3 modes of material nature. After renouncing all the material duties, he must become immovably established in the path of self-realization. Only one thing. I might have made a lot of blunders in my whole life, Krishna, but now give me your shelter. He will quit his body soon, O king, most probably the 5th day from today. Narada Muni knows everything, future also. And his body will turn into ashes. How he is going to leave the body also he is saying. Generally leaving the body, merging, the soul going, and no. He said that his body will turn into ashes, so it will be in the fire. It's not only him. His chaste wife, your aunt, while observing her husband, who will burn in the fire of mystic fire, along with a thatched cottage, his chaste wife will enter into it with rapt attention. Like Madri gave her body after Pandu left, leaving the sons. So your aunt, being chaste, she will not sit quiet. She will enter into that fire. Vidura, being affected with delight and grief, both delight because his brother is going to a higher position, will then leave the place of sacred pilgrimage. He will not die. He has a lot of things to do in future. He was an instrument in taking these two souls into the service of Krishna. Having spoken thus, the great Narada, along with his Veena, ascended in the outer space. Yudhishthira Maharaj kept his instruction in his heart, and so was able to, I'm ready. Whenever you're ready, we have to leave. 4:15, whatever. So, kept his instruction in his heart, because Yudhishthira Maharaj takes the instructions of either it's Bhishma Deva, whether it's Lord Krishna, or it's Narada Muni. Everything, he takes it as it is, like a sponge. He absorbs these instructions. And every step he is getting self-realization. He had a guilt of killing everybody. That was cleared by Bhishma Deva. Then now he has a guilt of thinking that because their sons left the bodies, they were in grief, so they left the house. That has been cleared by Narad Muni, that's not the reason. This is the actual way of human existence, that one should have to give up everything. And he was able to give up his lamentation or separation feeling from his aunt and uncles. That's how Dhritarashtra quits the body. That's how, it is not explained he going there doing the austerity like Hiranyakashipu stood on his one leg, nothing like that. But Narad Muni tells what he is going to go through, and that's the future, and that's what it is going to happen. Nobody is there to eyewitness what is happening there. He not only quits the home, Dhritarashtra, but quits the body also, and that is being told by the Narad Muni in clarity to our dear Yudhishthira Maharaj and other Pandavas. Now next chapter comes, which is very, 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 very important. Chapter 14. That's Krishna leaving his body, or Krishna leaving the pastimes in this material world, the disappearance of Lord Krishna. Yeah, that's going to be more wonderful. Thank you very much, Mataji. Thank you. We will again take the parts